All right, so real quick, it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what walk of life you come from, what your background is. If you drive a vehicle, you should know something about it. You shouldn't have, I know not everybody is mechanically inclined, but you should do your best to learn something about vehicles in general. And I say that to say, if you don't, then you're just an easy mark for slick mechanics, slick shops, anybody that just wants to take advantage of you. So quick story, I went and got the oil changed in my car last week. Now, you know, in my big truck, I do most of the maintenance on it myself. I change the oil, grease it, I change certain parts. But, you know, being that I'm so busy, you know, I'm like, you know, when it comes to my car, I'll just take it to, you know, to a quick lube to get the oil changed or whatever. So, and I'm gonna call their name out because this was just, it was pretty egregious. Jiffy Lube. I took my car to Jiffy Lube to have the oil changed. Now keep in mind, when I got there, they made me get the expensive oil changed by saying the only oil we have is synthetic, which is cool because I like synthetic oil anyway. But you know, they ain't even give me the option of choosing a different kind of oil. They was just like, oh, synthetic is the only oil we got. So my oil change, just the oil alone, it wasn't, there was no, they didn't top anything off, no coolants or anything. And I know oil is expensive right now, but my oil change came out to be like $150. So I'm like, all right, no big deal, change the oil. So I'm putting gas in my car just a few minutes ago, and I was like, let me just check the oil to make sure they did everything right. So I'm checking the oil, and I'm looking down through the engine, and I looked at the oil filter, and I'm like, yo, they didn't change my oil filter. So I go get my receipt. I'm looking at the receipt, and I'm like, yeah, they were supposed to change my oil filter. So all they did was drain the oil and put new oil in it. And to be honest with you, I'm skeptical now if they even did that. But the oil looks pretty fresh, so I guess they did change. They did actually put new oil in it. But you know, to women, not just women, but just anybody who, but especially women though, they take advantage of women, especially because they automatically assume women don't know anything about mechanics or cars or vehicles in general. So I'm saying all of this to say, you know, learn something about your car. Whatever it is you're driving, if you're paying somebody else to do maintenance on it, learn as much as you can. I know we all live busy lifestyles, and you know, we got a lot going on, but if you don't, man, you can easily be taken advantage of. And it just so happened that I caught that, you know, because I have sense enough to go behind people and look. So that's just my little tidbit for y'all today, man. You know, more times than not, man, it seems to me, just when it comes to mechanics and just shops in general, it's very hard to find people who's gonna treat your vehicle the way they would treat their own. It's very hard. So again, I say, if you can do something yourself, do it yourself. Don't pay anybody else to do it, because a lot of times you're not getting what you pay for. All right, so that's all I got for y'all. I'm out. Peace.